All right, there we go. Sorry about that, folks. Gotta love technology on a Sunday morning. Okay, welcome to the second and final live stream of today. We are back on Microsoft Flight Simulator. We are going to be flying the Kitfox Series 5 STI, and we are going to be departing from this little airport right here in the mountains, looks like. We're going to come down, and there are some POIs. For some reason, I must miss these when I was... So we're going to come down. We're going to check out these 2 points of interest. And we're going to fly over here to the Grand Promenade, which I think is one of the more historic, or, like most people, when they think of Hong Kong, they think of this particular area. And then we'll come back, or we'll come up here to the high cliff. Looks like a fancy resort or something, possibly. Then we'll come back down along here. Check that stuff out. And then we will come back across. We're going to come up the coast here. Kind of fly along the coast as best as we can. And we're going to land right up here. So, that's the plan. So let's get in here, get the plane started up, and so we can figure out which way we're going to go. It's either 29 or... I want to take off from runway 11, but we'll see if it'll let us. If it'll give us that option. If not, that's okay. Oh, yeah, sorry, it was a bit Twitch was acting up. The signal was the bit rate was unstable, so oh, come on, really? Hold on a second, folks, sorry about that. I didn't realize it had cleared that out. All right, let's try that again. Okay, there we go. Much better. All right, let's go ahead and do this. All right, should be good to go. There we go. He's back. He's back, folks. Oh. Mick is back. He's back for more. Right, so we got to go all the way to the end there, turn around. So that's all right. Okay, we're just cutting across the grass here. Not a big deal. Should we just taxi right here? So yeah, 98 knots, Mick, is the expected cruising speed of the Junkers 52. We've been getting a little bit more. Or thereabouts, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, but that's the targeted cruising speed. So You can do like the Cessna 172 if you want. I mean, that's certainly going to be fast enough. You'll probably be a little bit faster than me, but you won't, you know, I think we'll be fine. And it's just a straight shot. You know, we're not going to turn, you know, we're just going to go. Matter of fact, what we'll do once we're done with this, we're going to load up that flight for tomorrow, and I'll show you kind of what we're going to do, and then you can decide, you know, like which plane you really want to fly tomorrow. But yeah, I think the Cessna 172 would be like perfect. So if you want to do that, then I can show you which one of the two you want to fly. I can show you how to set it up for the flight. If you want to do that. This vehicle like he's racing me or something. You know, if we want, we could just get on a Discord call, and I can, or well, we can do that if necessary, I guess. If that'll help. Or we can just, you can stick around here and I'll just walk you through stuff. And that way it'll be recorded either way so that you can reference it if you need to tomorrow before we fly, if you want to just kind of do a quick refresher. I should probably just spawn in down here. Moving a lot quicker. Boy, this thing is raring to go. All right, let's go. More than enough runway for this little plane. And away we go. Look at that. I don't know if I can just go altitude hold on right here. Nope. All right. So we're gonna head over. We're gonna come through right over there. Oh, actually, you know what? We're just gonna turn as best as we can. Wow, the trim is really All kinds of wonky now. We used to have a family. Well, he was a family friend, but he was also like my parents' car and homeowner insurance salesperson. He used to come to Hong Kong like on a regular basis. Used to always once a year he would always make a trip to Hong Kong. All right, so yeah, we got to go that way. Oops, not approach mode. Ooh, wow. Okay. Don't know what happened there. That was weird. Okay. That's fine, Mick. I just wasn't sure if you want me to go over stuff with you. I'm more than happy to, but if you feel comfortable with it, because I'll just tell you what which runway we're gonna taxi out to. Based on when I put together the flight plan, it'll tell me basically which way, and then that's the way we'll have to taxi. So when I get closer to there, if you just want to spawn in on that runway, like you did the other day, but I'll make sure I got to remember to make sure that I'm showing online so you can find me. Oh, folks, look at that. That looks like I think we could squeeze under that bridge in this little plane. Let's do it. What the heck, why not? We gotta do it, folks. We gotta never pass up an opportunity to fly under a bridge anywhere. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Never pass up an opportunity. I didn't realize it was different levels like that. Not too bad for not knowing. This is the first time I think I've ever flown around. Ooh, that doesn't look very good. Ugh, come, what? What is that? Goodness gracious, I hope they fix this area. This area needs some love. Goodness gracious. Look at that. What? Oh my goodness, this is embarrassing. What is that? What is that? Come on, this is just... Wow, they really need to fix this area. Goodness. That's embarrassing. If I'd known it was going to be like this, I would have definitely not have flown here. But there are some points of interest we're going to go check out, though. But oh, goodness, that's just ugh. What is that? Like, it looks like a harbor area or something. Some kind of a cargo container area, but wow, that's terrible. All right, we're gonna head over. The first two waypoints are over there, or points of interest, not waypoints. Points of interest are over that way. I think we're not going to use the autopilot today and try to go in and out. I'm just going to try to hand fly it out here. So there's the arch. Okay, never mind. There's the arch, and then there was something else right near there. There was like a commerce building or something, I think. Ooh, let's see what the arch looks like. Yeah, no, that's just sad. I hope they fix this area. This area definitely needs some serious attention. That's for sure. Could we fit through the arch? Is the arch? Can we fly through it? Maybe? Yes, no, possibly. I see an open area. Ooh, it's tempting, folks. It's tempting. It really is. Oh, you know what? We're going to try it. Why not? What the heck? I think we can. I think we can squeeze through there. If not, that's okay. Maybe not. It looks like we could. Well, either this is going to go very well or it's going to end in disaster. I think it's going to go very well. Ooh, no, it did not. Oh, we clipped it. Oh, up. Ooh, boom. Ah! Oops-a-daisy. Well, nope, that definitely did not work out the way I thought it would. Nope. I thought we would make it. I thought we were small enough, but apparently we are not. Well, hey, that's okay. We learned. It's a lesson learned. It's all good. It's not a problem. It's quite all right. Oh, I know what the problem was. I know what I forgot. I know what I forgot to do. After I started it up, I forgot to click that back off. That's why. That's why the plane was acting a little weird. Okay, that makes sense. That's okay. We got plenty of time. We're in no rush today. That's okay. Oh, thank you. Well, at least we know the bridge is a possibility. I thought it looked like as we got closer, maybe it was going to be a bit wider, but it is not, and it may be just for that reason. Like they wouldn't. Although if you have I think there's a much smaller plane that we could make it through there. But I figured there was enough space, but there isn't. So I think if we were turned on our side, you know, if we went straight through that way, we could probably make it. But I'd have to practice that one a couple times before I could probably get good enough at it to... I would have to use like an aerobatic plane, I think, in order to do it. But, oh well, that's alright. It's all in good fun. Or at least we made it under a bridge. That's okay. So I think what we're going to do is when we take off, we're going to turn to the right this time instead of the left, and then we'll go. We'll make our way towards the POIs again. Too bad Joseph wasn't here. He might be lurking, because I know he would have been having giggle fits. And with that one, all right. But yeah, on another note, if you want any, if you have any, if you have any questions or need any help, you know where to find me. I'll be happy to try to walk you through things. But if you start up right there on the runway, and I can just give you the heading, and then you can fly that direction and all that. We're just going to take off from right here. We don't need the whole runway. Ooh, is that a bridge there, or is that just the... No, it's not. It just looks like... Maybe it's just the way that the sun's coming off the front of the plane there. I thought there was like another major bridge in front of us. I was like, wait a minute, I didn't remember seeing that. All right, well, we know not to try that again. That's okay. There's some really... Scenery here, I was expecting a lot better, to be honest. It's over that way. I do believe. Have I lost my bearings? Okay, now I'm lost. I remember coming down here. Oh, I did not fill up, did I? Got the gas up. Took off. So we make sure we have enough gas to get around. That's alright, we'll find the POIs here in a bit. Well, I think we gotta go back this way. That looks like where we're supposed to be over there. I know that that area was right near the water, so I just gotta find the right This thing is just like all over the place now. It just wants to keep turning to the right. Hello, Joseph. Fancy seeing you here. I know we flew under a bridge. This thing just wants to keep turning to the right for some reason. I don't know why. I don't think I have any kind of right or, rudder that makes you want to keep turning to the right, but alright, I am totally lost. Okay, there's the that district. Points of interest over there, it looks like. I'm lost now. I should have probably taken off and turned the way I did before, and then I would know what happens when you change things up. Well, we've got plenty of fuel, so we can fly around and just kind of explore. But I think that the area we're looking for is over there. I think. It's hard to tell. Really, I didn't want to go too high today. I'm now trying to pick stuff out from... Alright, we'll head over that way. Come back up if we have to. Yep, that's where we're supposed to be over there. Okay. I think that's where we were before. Yeah, you saying that I still have trouble with the rudder on the ground. It's like the... Oh, okay. So we'll go over your settings, Mick. I think I know why. We'll check your settings today. Or, you know what? We'll do that when we wrap this up. How about that? We'll go over the settings to make sure you don't have anything too much automated. Because, yeah, otherwise you're going to be... Remember when I first was flying and I was trying to taxi, but it was like something I was fighting with the plane to taxi. It was because I had the stuff turned on where the co-pilot was handling all that. So that may be why. But we'll check all that stuff when we're done, Mick. Yeah, that's not a problem at all. We can do that. So you missed it, Joseph. We made it under a bridge. No problem. And then there's this thing called the arch. Looks like looks like a fancy hotel or office building kind of thing. And it looked like I could squeeze through there in this small little plane, but I could not. The plane was still too big. So we crashed, and so we're back on our way over there now. Yeah, okay. Now I recognize this area here with the is that the same airport we took off from? Or do I feel like I'm right? Is it? It is. We took off from there. We just made like a big old loop around. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you missed that, Joseph. But we're not going to do that again. Now, too bad. Talking about flying through stuff. Too bad. Because this looks like there's a train tunnel here and a roadway tunnel there that cuts through that mountain and goes over in this area here. Too bad we can't fly through the tunnel. That would be awesome. Yeah, we just took off from there. So yeah, if I'd taken off this way and then turned left like I should have, we would have been heading the right direction all along. Oh well, that's fine. Yeah, this is a main, looks like a big railroad yard here. I think partially it's passenger or maybe freight as well, or mostly freight, or, both. And this looks like a toll road kind of thing. You go through here, and then there's a tunnel, and you come out the other side, not far from where that building is, right there in front of us. So yeah, we won't. But yeah, we'll go over those settings real quick before I wrap things up, Nick. That's perfectly fine with me. I got the time. Joseph must have slept off after his late night partying last night. So yeah, we flew under the bridge right here. This one right there. And then the arch is right, oops, over there. Did you have a sleep off there, Joseph? Yeah, this area is in some serious need of some overhaul. Definitely. Hopefully in the next world update, whatever that's going to be, we'll get, this will be one of the areas that they fix up. Because this is just, some of this stuff is just really gross looking. Like, it's embarrassing. So yeah, there's that tunnel that comes out right there for the road. The rail one, I don't know where it comes out. I could not find it. It may come out somewhere over there, I don't know. Oops. All right. I have not stopped since I put the PC on. I need a holiday. That's all right. This thing really just wants to keep turning to the right. I do not know why. Like, I don't think I have any kind of rudder. There's no I don't think there's any kind of rudder trim. There's the pitch. Something's causing this thing to keep leaning to the right. I don't know why. It's very strange. All right, well, we will fly over the arch. We will not attempt to fly through it again, because otherwise we're going to be starting and restarting for forever, so we don't want to do that. But it was an interesting try. I think either I need an even smaller plane of some kind, or I have to come in with the cockpit facing the right or left. Like I have to come in, like, the wings, parallel to the vertical. I'm fine, Joseph. I'm fine. Well, I'm okay. Let's put it that way. But it's fine. I had my neighbor across the way here was up at 2 something this morning for almost an hour and a half, blaring music for whatever reason. Just absolutely unnecessary. Like I don't mind if you play some music until 10 or 11, but by then it's just, come on, dude. People are trying to sleep. If you can't sleep, that's not everybody else's problem. Still watching Goodwood. Yeah, I'm gonna catch all that tomorrow, because I think today is the time it runs up the hill. I want to see if that electric fan car beats the course record. It's close enough that I think if they can get a good run, they might be able to do it, actually. All right, so there's the International Commerce Center, and then that's like that building right here, I believe, and then right next to it's what's called the Arch. And so it looks from a distance like you could possibly fly through there, but you can't. It's just not. It's too narrow, even for a plane this small. But I'm sure there's got to be a way to do it. I just have to figure it out. I will conquer the Arch, though. I will. I'll come back and do it. Yeah, I'm curious to see. I think this year, though, it seemed to me, and I could be wrong, it seems to me that the main focus was on a lot of the electric vehicles. Like, a lot of the older stuff just isn't there now, for whatever reasons. So yeah, it just seems more there's like all these hybrid electric things. I am ecstatic. I am highly ecstatic about the new 963 from Porsche, and I am looking forward. I'm sorry, I know this is going to sound cruel. I am looking forward to Toyota being crushed. I am. I cannot wait for the sullen looks on their faces when they get their butts handed to them. It may not happen right away, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Whether it's Porsche or Ferrari or Audi or whoever, but Toyota is going to get their butt kicked. And I guarantee you, they're going to be like, we're done. And they're going to take their silverware and they're going to disappear, and they'll never go back into world endurance racing ever again. They're going to be embarrassed, I think. So, I could be wrong, but I think I'm not. I think I'm right. They're going to get their butts handed to them. It's just a matter of time. And next, they can win everything this year. Fine, they can have it. But next year, all bets are off. They're going to get their butts handed to them, and they're going to be sitting there scratching their head like, but, nope. They don't want the competition from Scuderia Cameron Glickenhaus, who should have a better chance, but they're not enforcing the balanced performance on Toyota. I don't think they're applying it fairly to Toyota. So, Yeah. There, but it's coming. It's coming. They can be in denial about it all day, but it's coming. And I don't care who does it, just as long as somebody does it. Yeah, there's the thing. That's kind of like that famous harbor scene, I think, right here, where all these, fancy sort of apartments and all that are. But yeah, I'm curious. I'm not seeing any of the classic cars like the Bugattis and the stuff like that. It's just it seems like this year it's like it's like the death of the gasoline engine, you know. And it's great that they're showcasing all this technology, but it's like they've kind of just told the all these classic car owners, like, it's almost like it's like they're not welcome, you know. Wow, look at that. Now that's a train station there. That must be the prime train station there for Hong Kong. That place looks huge. Alright, so we'll fly around here. Yeah, that's like that, kind of like Sydney Harbor is very famous. I think this area has the same sort of looks like a football pitch, or almost thought it was a baseball diamond, to be honest. Yeah, so I'm kind of curious to see what the story is behind all that. I haven't looked or tried to find out if there was in fact some sort of they didn't invite so many of the older cars for whatever reason, which is unfortunate, because I like seeing the old Bugattis and the older Alfa Romeos and all that, the early Grand Prix cars. But they may be there. It's just that lately, all I saw from the Goodwood social media on YouTube was the hybrid. Oh, there was one. It was like this Ford. It was like a transit van almost. Oh my goodness! It was just the whine of that electric engine. Just it doesn't inspire anything other than it's like gnashing your teeth. You know, it's like somebody scratching their fingers across the chalkboard. You know. Oh yeah, it's terrible. Alright, so now we're finally back on track, folks. No more flying through things, unless we're dead certain we could get away with it. Oh, I may have skipped a point of interest, but it's okay. So yeah, this looks like some kind of a high-end resort maybe over here, this high cliff. I really wish I could figure out why this plane just keeps wanting to turn to the right. I mean, it's one thing if I steer to the right, but it's got a mind of its own. And this year also, it didn't seem like there was that many motorcycles either. Like, last several years it was like, there was a whole thing dedicated to motorcycles, other than the one we talked about, Wayne Rainey. Yeah, being on the bike. It seems that was the only motorcycle thing, but again, maybe they're just posting. They're not posting that stuff on social media just yet. Yeah, that transit van, I was just like, why? Why would anybody do that? That's just, just makes me want to, like, bleh. Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center. The Hopewell Center. I don't know what that is. What do we got over just past that? Oh, it's the city. district or whatever. Wow, look at that. Now that's impressive. The Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center. That looks really neat. Look at that. And that is the what? Central Plaza right there. It's like an Art Deco style building. International Finance Center. So yeah, a lot of high-rise buildings here. Like, I could only imagine, like, if you're up in the top floors, the views just must be amazing. All right. The Sham Shui Po district. Sham Shui? I might be pronouncing that wrong. So yeah, there's like this whole area over here looks like it's all like for because we did come down through here before when we were on our way to our inevitable fate with the arch right there off the right wing tip. Yeah, we're just gonna fly up this way now. Let's make our way up the coast. But yeah, this is all like some sort of like a harbor district for nothing but the big containers coming off the ships and all that. But it's not rendered very well. It just looks flat, like it's just like ugh. But yeah, it's these look like all apartments right here. It's, you know, very strange. Yeah, it's just, it doesn't look very defined overall, but hopefully they fix that. It really needs an overhaul. That's for sure. I mean, if you think about it though, like look at all those containers down there. I mean, that would be a lot of work to make sure all that stuff is kind of handcrafted to show, but they could probably just do a blanket sort of, you know, something that looks 3D without modeling it, you know, like it's kind of like with that tire bridge over there at Bathurst. It's clearly defined, but it's not solid. So yeah, I don't think that there's if they could do that, then it'd probably look at least halfway decent. So all right, we'll fly out this way a bit and we'll go up the coast. Yeah, this is one area a lot of people told me that, you know, if you can ever go to Hong Kong, do it. You know, it's one of those areas that if you can go just once in your life, it'd be an experience. I like to go there. I know this is going to sound weird. What I'd like to do is go to Hong Kong and experience actual Hong Kong cinema in Hong Kong. You know, like all the classic movies that it took them forever to get to America, of course, but yeah. a lot of those early cinema, early movies that nobody knew about until way later, you know, once they were finally brought over to America. We're just going to come over this way, and we're just going to make our way up the coast. I'm going to turn this way. There we go. And we'll just make our way up. Just enjoy the scenery. This thing just really, I mean, is it unbalanced? Is like the fuel unbalanced or something? Nope, it's all balanced correctly. Huh. So it's not like that would throw it off, but something keeps moving us to the right. I don't get it. All right, so that way we're zoomed out a little bit, so we can kind of see where we are. Yeah, I don't know why, but it just keeps wanting to turn to the right. I don't get it. You know what I could do, I guess, is, where are we at on altitude? If I put about 3,000 feet, maybe 3,500. There we go. Just to get the plane under control. There we go. Boy, it's really buffering today. So that's where we took off from, right there. This little airport right here. We're going to go up the coast, pretty much, and then we're going to then we'll land at a bigger airport up there, and that'll be it. So hopefully everybody's enjoying today's flight. We should level off here at 3,500 feet. There we go. Perfect. All right, I am going to take a quick step away for a moment, folks. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I think the airport that I want to fly to might be a little far. But I know there's another one up here somewhere. We're just going to kind of cruise along here for a little bit, and then we may find a closer airport along the way. We'll put it on the ground because I think people are already kind of getting bored. They're like, oh, that's slow. It's okay. Yeah, really interesting area. I wish there was more points of interest, but hopefully this is one of those areas that gets an update soon, and we can see more and more of the area and more points of interest and all that. Yeah, that'd be nice. I wonder what these areas are for. This almost looks some kind of a farming, but I don't know what they would be farming there. I don't know if it's a rice paddy or a shrimp farming, or I don't know. It's definitely some kind of a farming thing, it looks like, though. Well, let's see if there's an airport up. I think there is somewhere up in here. Yeah, we'll just put it on the ground. Wrap things up. Well, yeah, we definitely have to come back here. Hopefully, when I don't think it's if, it's just a matter of when they update this area. We'll definitely come back here and check it out again when there's more points of interest, and the overall area looks much cleaner, and just, you know, without those big crazy mounds and just, you know, all that. So definitely lots of tall buildings here. That's the one thing Hong Kong seems to be very well known for, is its high-rise buildings are just insane. But it's like, as you get inland, it's almost like this is a much older area or something. Although these are still pretty tall. They're, you know, like you have a building like that, and you have a building like those three right there behind us. You know, they're all very similar in design, it seems. Like whoever made those, it's all from the same sort of, you know, mindset or something, possibly. They just went with what they knew worked, which I guess is understandable. It might have even cut down on costs of building. All right, that's a waypoint there. There is an airport over there. Okay. All right, let's head. Let's see, what is it? Let's have a look here. ZXIB. All right, let's go over to ZXIB and we'll land it nearest airport. There we go. Yeah, we'll just do that. Coming on 129. There it is, right there. All right. We'll do the pattern entry, why not? Well, hopefully everybody's enjoyed today's flight. I think that we had quite a few viewers and then they just kind of all buggered off. That's okay. Mick, if you're still here, do you need me to go over? Oh, we will. Not do you need. We'll go over the settings, Mick. So if you're still here, once we land, I'm going to go over the settings I have like on the larger menu. You know, I'll go over all that, and then you can check your stuff and see if it fixes. Okay, yeah. So once we land and I park it, and I just got to make a note of my hours, and then, or actually, I could do that afterwards. That's fine. Yeah, we'll go over that, so that way, hopefully, that alleviates the problem. Mick's still here. I think Joseph finally got enthralled with, he's too enthralled with Goodwood. He said hello, and then he went back to, back to the action on track. That's okay. Well, it looks like it must be a very small airport, because I see the pattern, but I don't see where the actual. Like, it just disappears somewhere over in here. We're gonna definitely need to make our way there so we can. Kind of have a look at how this is laid out. It doesn't seem like it's a very large airport. I don't know if it's like a regional airport or like a executive airport, something like that maybe. It almost seems like we're landing. It's like we're landing on a street or something, you know? This is really strange. I gotta fly over this just to see, because something's not right. I've got to go check this out. Because, yeah, something's not. Well, wait a minute. Nope, that's not a runway over there. I don't see where this airport is. Let me see if I can figure it out once maybe we got to get a little closer, but I don't see it. I'm not seeing like the runway and all that. Yeah, I'm just not seeing it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it now. Wow. It's so easy to get it. Oh, my goodness. Like, I would have not thought of that area right there. Because it just seemed like everything was blending in. Okay, well, this is going to be an interesting approach. So we got to clear these buildings right there. And then it's like right at the end, we got to duck down right under the runway there. There it is. Okay. Alrighty. Finally found it. Whew. Man, I was going to say that just looked like it was like a joke or something, you know? There's an airport there. No, there's not. Man. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, let's go do this. And we'll wrap this up. You know, it seems like Scenic Sundays were quite the draw, and now all of a sudden today, not so much. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of Goodwood, and maybe people are just tired of me. I don't know. Oh well, what can you do? Can't please everybody. So we'll be back tomorrow in the Junkers 52, departing from Jaysk to either Gwadar or Gwadar. I'm not sure which one it is. But I know we're going to be... Jaysk is in Iran, so we're departing from Iran, but I don't know exactly where we're heading to next. I'll have to look it up. We can do that too. But so Jaysk was, if you guys don't remember, or you folks, so Jaysk is a air base, Iranian air base. It's right on the coast. So yeah, we'll take off from there. Straight shot right to Gwadar. I'm not sure which is the correct pronunciation. And then we'll land there. It's 248 nautical miles, heading pretty much to the east once we depart. It's very hazy over here. Huh. All right, and then we'll check the settings there, Mick. If you got your flight sim still open, we can go over that real quick, and then we'll wrap things up. That looks like a football pitch there. They really need, this whole area needs, okay, perfect. This area needs some serious overhaul. but I have a feeling that they're using outdated information, like elevation information. So this is a very non-traditional approach. That's for sure. It's almost like you got to stay way high, almost to the last second, and then I think we'll be okay though. As long as we clear that building right there in front of us, we'll be all right. Buzz the building there. Ooh, a little bit of a bounce. There we are. We made it. There we are, folks. All right, let's go ahead and park it, and we'll hop out to the menus so I can help make sure he's got his stuff set up. Yeah, this is a... Whew, that is not an easy approach. I don't think there's any easy approach. Well, this way might be better. There's a bit more room to work with there, it looks like. But not too shabby for not having been here before. We made it. Didn't crash. We weren't at the wrong ambush site. Look at this. This looks just... What is this? Alright. I'm just going to go ahead and pull into this spot over here. I have to wonder, is that like... Is that the way it is in real life or something? What is... This must be a private airport or something. Or an executive airport. Alright, let's go ahead and turn our lights off. There we go. Let me just make it... Oop, of course it doesn't. Alright, well, go figure. Alright, let me just make a quick note of this stuff and we'll check out the... I gotta wait for the... Let's go here to there. V H, oops. Okay. ZXIB. $41. All right, perfect. June 26th, the last Sunday of June. Where's the time gone? I don't get it. All right. All right, so there's that. I got that done. Oops. Options. All right, so Mick, if you go into your assistance options, there should be the three menus. We want the assistance options. We'll go with the piloting is where I think that's where you're probably going to have to check first. So now I do have the auto rudder on because I have, since I only have the controller, the auto rudder does help with, you know, when I turn, it automatically applies the correct amount of rudder for the turn. I don't think you need the assisted yoke on. I do have the assisted controller sensitivity because if I, you know, to kind of help with that. But yeah, if you have all those things, if you want to take a look at those real quick. And I think also possibly user, yeah. Yeah, okay. That's the other thing too. Is the user experience. You want to turn off the AI piloting in cursor mode. So this is like cursor mode here, when it's the circles with the dot in the middle. So I'll let you catch up with those. But because you have a yoke, you may not want the assistance on either. But just be aware that it's going to have if you have it on now, if you take that off, it might have a different feel to it. But I don't know if you, okay, took picture. Let's see what else is there. I think those are the two main things generally. Aircraft systems. I have the auto mixture, the unlimited fuel, and you have to turn on the lights. We don't usually use aircraft with the gyro system. Yeah, I think it's just the piloting and the user experience. Everything else you can have as you wish. But yeah, check all those, and hopefully that will give you a better feel for your flying, and that you can actually taxi the plane and all that kind of stuff. Now, the other thing too, real quick before we go, I'm guessing if you look, I'm going to scroll down here to the Cessna 172. So, of the two, do you know which one you're going to fly tomorrow? Because there's two options here. It might take a minute here for it to catch up. Because you have the what some people will call the steam gauge version, although it's not completely analog stuff. It does have an autopilot, and then you have the Garmin G1000 system. Oh, this one? Is it this one? I'll leave it here, or if you just say to the one to the right. Wait for it to catch up. So is it the one on the left or the one on the right? It's like taking forever for this thing to catch up. I'm guessing it's this one, Mick. Or is it the other one? Just waiting for your confirmation, good sir. Yep, that one. Okay, got it. All right. So basically, what you have, just to kind of go over it in case you're wondering. So when we take off, you do have an autopilot system, and it's, if you look at that lower, those two little boxes right there, you see that there's a dial with the yellow line pointing to the right. The one up above is your autopilot system. The knob will set your altitude, and then you can turn. You can put on like the how quickly you want to climb, and then so once you take off, and we're heading the correct direction. Okay, that's going to be the key. And then, but there's a heading mode you can use. Where's the heading? No. Oh, you would use. I think that little where you see the north and south and all that. That's what one of those two is what you would use for your heading for the autopilot. Okay, perfect. All right, no, that's okay, Mick. That's quite all right. So the other one is much simpler because you have the G1000 system. Hold on a second. So this one is very simple. Okay, you have. Well, you know what we'll do? We'll just kind of zoom in here. So you can. There's your. Well, you know what? Let's just try to keep things well. So both sides, if you see this panel here to the right, you see the heading knob and all that. They're basically the same. So altitude again, yeah, very simple. The altitude button, you could dial in your altitude. So say like 5,000 feet. You can set up, what I usually do before when I fly this, I turn on the flight director. I turn on the VS mode, which is vertical speed. Hello, Mela. We're just getting ready to wrap things up. I'm just kind of going over some stuff with Mick. And then you go up, and then you can set your climbing speed. Oops. Freaking ads. Sorry about that. So the VS button, vertical speed, you click that on after you turn on your flight director, the FD button, Foxtrot Delta. Then hit Victor Sierra, and then right next to that Victor Sierra button is you want to go up, and you keep clicking. Hold on a second, Abella. Sorry. You click that up enough so that you have a good climb rate when you're ready to climb, and then but once you're heading the correct direction, the way you want to go, then you can hit the autopilot, and then that'll handle everything. You can dial in your heading mode ahead of time. So all that's set up so that once you're in the air, you just hit those buttons, and then the plane will basically take care of itself. Okay. I had chili last night for dinner, Amela, the vegetarian chili with just the beans. It was really good. It might have been a little too hot for me at the evening time. I was not spicy hot, but just cooking it was my apartment got very warm. So yeah, that's all you got to do. Very simple. So you hit autopilot, then the HDG mode, the heading mode right underneath that, and you'll be set to go. So yeah, very simple. But we shouldn't have to any barometric changes. I'm going to just fly with yeah, with just sunny skies, so that way we don't have to worry about it. So yeah, so that's all you got to do. So if you just follow the heading, and I'll tell you in the morning before, as we get loaded in, the way we want to go. Matter of fact, I almost forgot. I was going to do this. So just so that we know which way we're going to go first, we'll just have a quick look here. We're taking off from Oscar India OIZJ. Jaysk, right there. And we're departing from parking spot 2, right there. And then we are heading to OPGD, right here. Coming in on runway 06. Yep, arrival. So hold on a second. Let me open the filters here. So basically, we won't have to go right there, but it's basically a straight shot. Now it says 252 nautical miles, which is, yeah, give or take. So when we take off, if you want to, you can spawn in right there on runway 24. I will taxi down to runway 24, and then we'll go from there. And then what I'll do is I'll climb out, I'll take off, I'll kind of head out this way a little bit, and then turn to the left to pick up our one track all the way to our destination airport. So we'll be kind of flying right along the coast there. So it says 3.5 hours. I think we can do it much quicker. I think we'll be fine. So yeah, if you want to write that stuff down real quick, or want to take a picture, Mick, you can. And I'll zoom in on the runway so you can make note of which runway we're taking off from. So that's our flight plan. So OI, Oscar India, Zulu Juliet to Oscar Papa, Golf Delta. And then you can depart from runway 24. You can just spawn in right there. And then we're landing on runway 06. So very similar airport layouts as far as, like, we're landing on runway 26, and over here we're departing from 24, and we're landing on 06, and I'm guessing it would be very similar. Yeah, okay. So yeah. So if you just let me know that you got all that information, Mick. And then we'll wrap this up. So we are going from Iran to Pakistan. There we go. I did not know that. So we're going from Iran to Pakistan. So let me know when you're good with the information, Mick. So if anybody else wants to join, that's what we're doing tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern. We're gonna, well, actually a little bit before that. We'll get started on the stream about 7:20ish, and then we'll got it. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Good deal. Oops, reset. So if anybody wants to join in tomorrow, that's our flight plan. If you want to go towards the end of the video, you can check that all out if you want to. If you want to fly with us, I'm going to be in the Junkers 52. Mick is going to be in the Cessna 172, the G1000 version. And then, so once we're in the air and heading the right direction, he'll click on the autopilot and just kind of cruise along. And then, yeah, so it should be a nice little flight. And, yeah, so that should be it. I think that will do it, folks. Thank you all for coming in. Sorry, we had a bit of fun earlier. We flew under a bridge near Hong Kong there, and then we tried to fly through this thing called the Arch, which is like a high-rise either hotel or apartments or office building, something. It looked like I could squeeze through there, but apparently I could not. The Kitfox was still too big. So, but yeah, we had fun. Some interesting scenery, some really atrocious scenery though too, with the way that it's modeled is just garbage. But anyway, hopefully that gets corrected at some point. But yeah, that will do it. So anyway, thanks all for coming in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I will see you all tomorrow, 7:20ish, maybe 7:15. I'll get the stream started up, and we'll make sure that Mick can find us. I'll make sure I am online tomorrow. And then we'll do that. I'll spawn in, get the plane started up. When he's ready, he can spawn in right there on runway 24, and we'll take off and make our way to from Iran to Pakistan. So anyway, that will be it for today. Do enjoy the rest of your Sunday, morning, afternoon, evening, early Monday, depending on where you are in the world. I have been and always shall be your host and pilot, Uncle B. Until then, peace, live long and prosper.